Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Aragon Ballroom here in Chicago, Illinois for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of light heavyweight action between Roy Jones Jr. and Joe Calzaghe. They are underway, scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two.
Teddy, most of the fighters that you train throughout your career are guys that could be described as this, guys that really will bring it and are able to do it throughout the whole fight and go the distance. What's the mental makeup of a guy like that?
Confidence. He's been there before. He's sure that he can do it.
A headshot blocks. Way to block there. There it is! Roy Jones Jr. stunned and staggered. You see how he does that right? Round number one, and he's already down.
And if he survives here, Joe, you wonder how that's going to affect him for the rest of the night. Because we expect him to be aggressive. Will he be tentative from now on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jones goes down and is beating the count from the referee. Teddy, what should we be looking for here?
For a way to survive. Now, we've talked about how technically Jones does a lot of things wrong. There better be one thing he does right, and that's tie up.
You've used that description, stubborn, driven, single-minded focusedness for Roy Jones Jr. How much does that point to his success that he's had?
Probably 75% of it, because the physical abilities, a lot of people have comparable physical abilities, sometimes even better than guys that get to a higher place. But mentally, emotionally, character-wise, you have it or you don't have it. He has it.
End of the round. So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point, because a lot of times that could be the turning point, but not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy. Because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night. And you forget what you knew when you came in, that it wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed. And it's important to remember that.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Both men trading hooks. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Good counter punch. Halfway through round number two. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Wow! Boy, oh boy, that's tough to take. Roy Jones Jr. is clinching a lot, Teddy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I mean, you got to wonder if the referee's going to start coming in there, give him a few warnings right now. But he's got to get himself together. That's what he's trying to do. And then hopefully he can find a way to get on the offense.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Last 10 seconds. So the round comes to its conclusion, and it's a round in which our man here, as he heads back, was really tagged pretty solid. So if you're the trainer in the corner, what's your approach?
Well, you know, that's a great question. My approach is that I have to remind him that he's on common ground. He's probably going to think he's in a place where he's never been before, but I'm going to remind him, hey, remember you got hurt in the gym? And then give him something to correct the problem. You know, tell him some technical things that he needs to hear.
Roy Jones Jr. from Pensacola, Florida, where he grew up. A little bit of a country life out there, and he likes his fighting Gamecocks.
Yes, he does. And, you know, as crazy as this may sound, he says he learns something from them. He watches them fight, and he takes little moves and little tricks. One thing about Roy Jones, he is unorthodox in his approach.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now.
Come on, keep busy, guys. Come on now. Come on, kick.
He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back under him. Wow! Wow, impactful short hook got to him that time. That's not going to be easy to survive. Roy Jones Jr.'s swelling is starting to become a real issue. Protecting his head well with his guard. Well, he's throwing it, but just missed. Isn't landing it. So we come to the end of the round, and that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner, and they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. There it is! Joe Calzaghe's knifed down with a hook to the body. Roy Jones Jr. is really disappointing us with his lack of work to the body.
Yeah, it is.
Teddy, Roy Jones Jr. has had one of those dynamic relationships, I guess you could describe it, with his father.
Nothing unusual when a fighter has a father as a trainer, whether you go way back to Wilfredo Benitez and his father Gregorio Benitez, or you have Mayweather and his father, of course, Mayweather Sr., or Trinidad. A lot of times you will have a lot of success, but you will also have, as you said, a dynamic situation, sometimes even an explosive situation.
That punch nowhere close. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous, but how hungry these guys are, how badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy, how they're going to be remembered.
You're not pace yourself.
Nice block. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Able to dismiss it. Oh, very nice, smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
You're taking too many targets. Hands up. It's time.
Halfway through this round, Joe Calzaghe's swelling means that this fight could go south for him. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Good-looking counterpunch. Roy Jones Jr. has got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek.
You need to block more. Keep working the box.
10 clicks of the talk. Nice block.
He's done. He's done.
Sixth round now underway. Let's see who can really come on here in the second half of this fight. Wow, is he defensively sound. Roy Jones Jr.'s vision is being compromised here. That swelling around the eye is worsening as the fight continues.
Well, right now he has to use every advantage he can. You're right. He's at a disadvantage. So now he has to position himself in the ring, every inch of that ring, where he keeps his opponent in a place where he can't throw punches towards the bad eye, where he positions himself where the good eye is always in a place where it can be used.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Joe Calzaghe's cut man is gonna need to be all over this side. The swelling seems to be getting worse.
Well, it's kind of like being a gardener. You have to start getting in there before the weeds come up. You can't wait until the weeds are all over the place and then pull them up. You're gonna destroy those beautiful rose bushes. Well, it's the same thing here. You gotta get to this eye before the swelling's there. You gotta put that end swell, that cold piece of metal, onto that place early on.
Blocks that punch. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. End of the round here on our fight night. Always a good time to come here to this venue. Take great fans. I mean, wherever we go on our fight night tour, we have great fans.
Yeah, passionate fans, fans that know the fighters and care about the sport.
Side, move your head.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Roy Jones Jr. is learning a real hard lesson here, and it's that a corner man can only do so much when you're dealing with this amount of swelling around the eye.
Yeah, you have that end swell in the corner. Of course, it's a piece of metal that you put in ice. It gets very cold. It retains the cold, and you place it on the swelling. But once it gets started, as you alluded to, Joe, it's tough to stop it. You got to get that ice or get that end swell on it early on before that swelling gets started, before it gets to this kind of place.
Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just holy cow! Roy Jones Jr.'s almost out of it there. He was stunned.
To throw some punches here.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own.
Protect yourself.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Joe Calzaghe. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Blocks that belt line well. Well-placed counterpunch by Roy Jones. It's hard to believe that he can win this fight on the scorecards. That means it's do or die at this point. You got to go for broke.
Yeah, that means that you got to come up with that Hail Mary pass. Now, when you come up with that Hail Mary pass, you don't just chuck the ball. You have to have a receiver down there. You have to make sure that he's running a certain route. Right now, he's got to look for one spot, something to land that shot.
The halfway point of round number 8. And Roy blocks that punch. Seconds remaining in this round. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, "Hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary." There it is! Roy Jones Jr. stunned and he is hurt.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now. Keep busy.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Blocks that punch. Nice block by Roy Jones. Oh, Roy Jones Jr. stunned and he is hurt.
No holding.
Let's see some more head movement.
Good looking counterpunch. Undoubtedly the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Cus D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been sure of himself, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Oh, and there you go. Roy Jones Jr. is feeling the effects now of that hook. Parries There's the punch, comes back with the hook. And this round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas ringside. I'm just looking up at the corner here at this guy that just got tagged, Teddy, this fighter who just got stunned. And I'm thinking, boy, it's like the air's come out of him a bit. He looks just so dejected now.
Yeah, you know, right now he's on the side of a mountain. You know, he's up on a cliff, and he needs a rope to get down. So that's what you got to do, Joe. You don't look and say, hey, he's up on a cliff. We know that. Give him a rope. Give him advice to get down.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Roy Jones Jr. is making for a very inviting target right now. You can see the blood around that eye. The cut is obviously worse than it was just moments ago. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. Halfway point of this last round. Nice block. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. A stinging counter punch after some fine defense by Roy Jones. And we send it up to the ring at the end of this fight to hear what the judges had to say. Joe Calzaghe is your winner by a unanimous decision.
Well, he started going to the body, and it paid off for him, and it paid off us. A good